oyo gwa postinze nabadde naye ekiro ati nze nataase n'okuyiga obutaddamu kupostinga musajja wange
kyekyakuteeseza
because ekintiisa not because one thing is because I am fearful of those bitches being there laughing at me because I think I have him alone when the bitches are chewing him in silence and they can't tell you.
They could even be getting more than what you're getting.
They're laughing at you like, ate n'omusajja bw'abanga yali akupostinga ku status nga takyakupostinga alina baatayagala kunyiiza ku status ye.
Yep, ate banga balo possibility akupostinga nga abasobola omulaba yegwe maybe ne mukwano gwa
nga bali abalaba blocking naye just no bw'abanga abadde akupostinga n'alekeraawo alina abalala balaba status ye bayagala okuimpressinga batayagala kunyiiza oshegedde kubanga bamugamba yegwe bikaseera oba postinga omukazi kimanyi n'omukazi naye naye tutukooya nze balekeraawo okumpostinga sikulimba
nga balaba batijja nnyo
naye it's okay.
We move.
Regardless, we move because even if they are there chewing him, he's still mine. Just imagine him.
Ochitegera.
Kanange nalekeda postinga kubanga birayo kabimalaya video binsekerera.
Begaba Faba muyina.
Bimalaya video binsekerera drafe tumulinako copy. Kanange nalekeda postinga.
Omanyi we learn every day.
Nalekeda postinga because sigandi nobusajja woto trusting. Ne munango ezobera nga bimalaya bikosekerera.
Omanyi these men are meant to lie.
No, they're not liars. It is part of the DNA.
Exactly, and they love to promise. Kati now, Robin, in my head, ndoza mwano. Saja na jambula mubona ku promising ebintu kana olabeda. Kati omanyi he has potential. Na ku promisinga mwaka gumoto enacho. Laba okatono nnyo. Mwaka gwokubiri katono nnyo. What would you do? Ate lusijukira obataga omujjukizaako kwa ate wala obujjukiza nagamba wayi tunteka ku pressure. Oba mbijjukira nze
manipulators.
Mbijjukira I can't forget.
A man who does not keep his word ain't no man. He ain't shit.
He ain't shit. He's a woman.
If a man can't keep his word, he ain't shit. That's number one.
Right?
Have you ever realized that there is a breast without a nipple? But without a nipple.
All right, hi lovelies. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Doreen Asasura, and I've brought back the beautiful Robin Kisti. But like Robin Kisti, you know, like I felt to use Snapchat. No kulaba era nanga munaga wona shared ko I got some followers nanga I think I'm not even active nanga
by the every time you tag someone you better post on my Snapchat iliko abantu abayina sente abategeera. It's basically it has a different class of people.
People make money if you know how to. Okay, if you're consistent.
I advertise and I'm sure you have a bigger following than I do.
On Snapchat, I'm not so sure. Other platforms, yes.
You can check. You probably, well, I guess if you don't use it much, but Doreen, for me just posting and tagging you, people are coming. But if people know now you're always on,
they keep tagging along.
The class of people that's on there is people with money. So you want to be on that platform.
Okay, I'm going to start.
Olanga ko bulango nze nangira mitwalo 5 basenga sidi balangira 10 olunaku lumu. Nze nangira 5 wiki. Senga sidi alangira 10 wiki. Bashira gashumba balangira 10 olunaku lumu. Kubanga following
nene kutegedde. Okay, ngena kubera active, don't worry.
It should be.
You've been good?
I've been good, darling. One thing I learned about life, even when you're not doing good, fake it. Because you see this brain, the brain picks up on what you give it. If you tell the brain I'm sad, it will bring even more sad hormones. Even if you're not feeling good, you tell the brain I am happy, I am beautiful, it automatically just wires how you ask it. So I am doing fabulous.
Yeah, we are doing fabulous, please. We are very okay.
We are very okay. Yeah.
By the way, I learned that like sometimes all of Peter again but the moment I wake up and a lot of things in my head and I have a lot of questions. Kati mbange na could delve into those thoughts. Nezuka bawagamana doing them. Eh.
Bakutedeko ne kasita.
Kibandeke kasita bebale kasita nze.
Kali.
Gwenebugezaako
kusala buyinze kanene.
Obutamu bwakadda naye bugenda kumala buddeyo.
You're doing good.
Mpaka when I'm 65, I want to maintain.
Naye
Jani. Obama.
Deri nengamba.
Dada.
Aga magulu nga matono nnyo siga dori. Ngezo olaba nga yeggwe.
Amagulu nga matono.
Ndabidde ku magulu nga amagulu nga matono.
Amagulu bugenda bugenda.
Bambi, you look good there.
But you know what? Obunene bunyuma but there's something about losing weight.
Obunene bwadde tebakulimba nti buno bunyuma lwako mwabasajja babasiya nebagamba big booty tewali kirungi kiri mu
bunyashi nokola nyasha nakulaga
obunene bulwadde ate bukadde
wamma bukadde. Do you know something else?
Gompe emyaka 4 obutono mwange singa mbadde munene singa ndabika 45
webale munongo bunene bukaddiya era sanga abantu bagamba Doreen, do you know how old someone might think you are? They might think you're in your 20s. Think about, shut up. They bagamba, I'm serious.
But you actually have a baby face.
Oh yes, I do. But now in Charlie weight loss cut damo omwezi kubagala kwanga buzela. Bade bantwala kawo kano until I'm 65.
And you better maintain.
Then I want to maintain 65. Nzirongandi a bit healthy but 65. Ngenda jiremera ku.
Oshegedde.
Ndi mu 70s nayo lemwa.
Health is a priority.
But I'll be fine. Yeah, health is a priority. Yep. But no, I've been seeing, and that's my a lot. There's a woman who was on TikTok. I never comment let me tell you, women, whatever you do, make sure you don't impress men. Never think you're the only one. Never think until you're too beautiful. You're for keeps. Do you, basically. Most women, I don't know what is wrong, either really desperate, either society balimbye nnyo, you settle for less just because of a man. Omusajja agenda kusigala nga akola ebibye, they are stressed out, no kaddiwa, ngate oli muto, no kaddiwa, oli ku musajja ng'omusajja siri aliko. I mean, women try so hard not to impress men because these men don't love us.
Let me tell you one thing. There is nothing, absolutely nothing you can do to impress a man.
Really? There's nothing I can do to impress a man.
When a man looks at you, the first thing that comes to his mind is ejaculating inside of you.
Oh Lord.
It is the first thing. They're just wired that way. This is scientific, it is biological. The first thing he wants to do is ejaculate inside of you. And the minute he does that, then that's when he's going to think about the other possibilities.
Ew.
So when I tell you when that lady tells you don't try to impress men, she is right, because trying to impress men is your downfall. When you try to impress somebody or something or whatever, you are already putting yourself nga loser.
Akulabanga loser akulaba.
Because because it's one of these things. It's like not necessarily see you as a loser, but overweight at the point where go weight. Ochegedde.
Yep.
Ti omusajja bw'akusanga ng'akusanze oyambadde sweatpants. Ng'otaddeko hood oba nga toyambadde na wig. Oli mu kuzunga bibyo ogenze ka supermarket ovudde mu motoka omusajja n'akugamba, hey beautiful. That beautiful makes more sense than a beautiful nga bakusanze wenna wetonye oli mu bbaala osibye bina osibye tutu wenna weekubye makeup layers 8 ne bakugamba you're beautiful.
I know.
Which one makes more sense?
No, I think the other one.
And that's what women do. They do all these things to try to impress men. They don't care about your makeup. They don't care about your boob job. They might care about your BBL because they're thinking about how that thing is going to look from the back.
I know.
It's never their first instinct to think, oh, she's marriage material. You think a nigga gonna look at you and gonna be like, you're marriage material? No. Let me test and then looky and see. Chovalaba wala mbagamba. Ate nga nange netaddemu sikyatekamu kati edda. I was one of those cheap girls. Not cheap, but it's just because me, I was never about money. I was raised in the UK where the community doesn't take relationship as a transaction.
Oh.
Here in Uganda, sex and a relationship is all transaction.
Transactional.
But the way I was raised, it wasn't like that. So it reached to a point where when I jawano, maybe netanko dating abantu kwegamba maybe abawala bambanda bango omusiru kubanga nze I don't care how much money you have because again from perspective wemba nina emitwalo jange 3 ku ssimu nga meetings omuvubuka nga ayina 5 ku ssimu tekijja kuŋŋaana kumwagala bw'aba ali gorgeous oba handsome
gogenda bugenze
nze bwe nkulaba ne twetunuulira ne ndaba nga I think you're good looking and I have a problem to solve down there. We will click.
We gonna click. There's gonna be chemistry.
That's how I was because I was leading with my sexual desires without thinking about the aftermath. Because abakyala ngenda kwogera mu Luganda omuyimo abamu n'akasagazi muyina omuyimo muyina akasagazi oshegedde so mutwaingo n'omuyimo akasagazi ko kali nti buli kaseera oba oyagala omuyimo is just the minute you put in alcohol the minute you put in akaweedi the minute you're around sexy men naye wakasagazi ne bwaba tamulaba amunoonya
I know
wakita taite wa boda amuvuga kitegedde
what enough value sawe
so bwento bwe nali naye I realized that the value you give yourself n'omusajja ye value gyakuwa nti bw'obeera mu kirabu omusajja nga kumitinze kirabu nga wenna weetonye abamu balowooza mbu I have to look expensive so the man thinks I'm expensive. Sorry dear.
They don't even pay attention to all that.
He's only going to pay attention to it so he can stick you that night.
Can you imagine?
Because the fact that weetonye you're trying to pick somebody akulonde kubo kati omuntu gwe balonze kubo era balina omustickinga that night. Isn't that right?
Yep, it is right.
Kubanga bwe mba ngenze mu bbaala nga ngenze kunoonya musajja mba ngenze kunoonya husband oba wakumpaamu emitwalo 2 gintandisa wiiki
n'abiri
oshagedde
oyagala.
So like when women think they can do all this to please men, that means they don't have deep love for themselves. Bw'obanga olina okukola by'amaanyi nnyo okufuna omukwano gw'omusajja then oli broken tonahiringa okyayina trauma zezedda
ngoyagala attention y'omusajja you want to be seen by that
the man. Only way you feel like the only way you can be happy is by having a boyfriend or a man, you have a problem.
Okay.
You need validation to survive. You need validation from people. You need validation from many
to know that
you are traumatized. You haven't healed, and or you haven't found your full self and don't have full self-love.
True.
Kati ate ekizibu kye tulina nti no community batukuza batulaga. Omuwala yenna bakuza batuyigiriza fumbe emmere musajja kyajja okufuna ajja okutwala nga tofumbye musajja kyajja kalawaati nga tokaze waati naye tebakugamba nti weeravinge nga ggwe mu mutima nga validation togijja musajja gwe mama oyo yali akugambyeko okweravinga mu mutima mbu validation olemeji akugambye mwana gwe weerabika bulungi basobola okukuwasa ani eyo bagamba nti nokukuwasa ye ultimate goal
osegera.
But that's the problem is our society has wired us that way.
I know. Senga sida wala kagunda kabade katambula. She's your friend. Like ngagamba nti ekintu kyenjagaliza my worst enemy. Kugenda mbufumbo ningamba
thank you.
Nga like
yes,
ngate you're making marriage like look like a prison.
Katino, let me tell you. Only social media and the world glorifies marriage because it is an institution that was put there by the government and by the white man in order to make money. Everything omuzungu kye yakuleetera, it is strictly transactional kya sente. Your marriage is not just between you, it's between you and the government. Between you two and the government, because when it comes to divorce, you have to go through the government to divorce.
Yes.
If it comes to what's it called? Assets, separating assets, so we're dividing assets. You have to go through the court system. And in order to go through the court system, you have to pay money.
Money.
Just to file a divorce, you have to pay money. You have to get a lawyer. You have to do all this. So is this something that you enter as your own agreement between the two of you, or is with the friggin' state?
State.
So people, you keep rushing into marriage thinking because what they have to beautify it. But do you know how many women have lost their life in marriage?
Do you know women who are sad in marriages?
And the man doesn't have to physically beat you.
Emotionally torture you.
Emotional torture is what kills women the most.
Yeah, Roma.
Do you know why women get like autoimmune diseases are most common in women? Because of men and marriage and childbirth and all that. But who brings all that? A man.
And I saw a woman about some the podcast, some two ladies. Ladies are like, man, these men, they don't love us. Me, I'm telling you. Just imagine a man, among the responsibilities of a man is supposed to protect. But na example nebaga manenzi ndabimukano jange mingi natuka sana nafuna lubuto neba mad meeting anga ino kuzala nebaga no musada gwa mukazi wali mu ba mutade mu theater oba ali kumpe kuzala oba azadde and the bloody man doesn't come through. So no gamba, so where is the protection? Nobody weka abera besides is there either a friend wabajali oba mama wo mukazi watu nabo simanya sengawo, and you're like, where is the man?
And that's where the problem is. Don't ever expect another person to make you happy.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ever have expectations over. See, this is what I'm telling you. If you have not fully healed or have not fully found yourself, you will always be reliant upon a man. And this man does not hate you. He hates himself.
You're kidding.
Yes, you guys don't I want people to understand that.
But it's however
the man, however a person or even a man, when he's in a relationship with you, the way they react in conflict, the way they react in love, the way they reacting in embarrassment, the way they react when it doesn't go up, it is all got to do with how they feel about themselves in the inside.
So he projects.
Thank you.
Not projecting. And lero nino busungu deal yaganye kato busungu amteke ku mukazi wange, girlfriend wange.
For example, if a man if a man has insecurities and he doesn't feel good enough or sexy enough or handsome enough, they will be very insecure about you being near every man or any man talking to you, or even a man breathing in near you in your environment. They would rather keep you in the house locked up so other men don't see you. But is that possible? But there are men who are like that. I know. Making sure nti oli mukazi wa ajje wakale na making sure na akulaba ngo follow me akwata shopping yena na shopping abuli kamuko yagala na kate kabo masho ndi bichimu na chikola. so you don't have to get out.
Gama nako
Ninga debo wa furume motoka elimu kamera nyumba elimu kamera buli wamu. That is a very insecure man. And to be
nakuza nakubuza enviri yezacho bacheka kemviri sala kemviri kumbe is insecure but knows
and that is a
natural
big problem. Don't ever trust an insecure man. Because insecure man, but you know what happens?
No.
They become violent. They become violent because of sungu butu kane bubera bungi nnyo. The way they feel damaged inside. Nakuba oluli. So women, when you're there, don't ever feel like, oh, because the man didn't call me, he doesn't love me. Because he didn't do this, he doesn't love me.
No, stressing. But you've spent 2 days without talking to me.
It's him.
Yeah, I know, Buzibu.
Yeah, I know, but it's not a reflection on you. And even if it is a reflection on you, you didn't ask him to be, because we go into this relationship without really understanding the people we go in the relationship with.
Very true.
Fe tumala gagenda mu relationship n'abantu nga tetumanyi nti n'obwogenda mu relationship n'omuntu oba otwala trauma ze zonna
oyina zitwala mugenda sharinga traumas
because the way he responds oba engeri gye yeeyisaamu eviira ddala ku traumas. Maama we yamukuza oba jjajjaawe oba taata we bw'aba yakola ne taata we nga yamugamba abakazi tebalina magezi aga Katonda talifuna magezi mu mukazi yenna era ajja ku treatinga nga atalina magezi. Oshegedde because that's just how they are until they actually start thinking and understand nti abakazi actually bakola ki bali mwamala nga amaze kwesomesa ye nga ye. Oshegedde waliwo omusajja ng'ayinza okugamba naye nkulaba ng'oyambadde akateeteeyi.
I know. So wona gama
nakufuga n'engeri gy'oyambala
mbwala omusaba agamba buddayo akateeteeyi akajjemu
abaze bakimulambako Deo banzizayokko si Richard
kitegeera era
naye banzizayokko ne bankyusa olugoye era ne ndukyusa. Abasajja bamu balina effuga bbi simply because yakula ne taata we ng'ayina effuga bbi kati nga ye kyeyakula amanyi nti omukazi bamufuga
awo ajja okubeera submissive.
Omukazi bamufuga omukazi bw'omuwa ebbeetu ajja kumanyira naye
bagamba
nedda ffenna abakazi tuli banjawulo. Mulimu emiyaayu mu bakazi, waliwo zimalaaya mu bakazi, waliwo embaki mu bakazi. Okitegedde? Era kye kinagamba abantu bwe tuba tuwa relationship advice, we're not sticking to, because ffenna tuli bantu banjawulo, but we give you scenarios in case your woman asks like this or your man asks like this.
Yeah.
This might be the issue. Okitegedde? But let's not take things so personally when it comes to men. Okitegedde? Omusajja omu akulidde wa taata we nga yaleka bamaama be oba maama we mu mbuto nga tataddeeyo oba ng'akuze alaba this rubbish mentality or this rubbish behavior. Okujjako ng'akuze n'agenda n'akulyako mu basajja abalala bakola ebituufu, oyo omusajja agenda kuba yeeyisa bw'atyo ne ku bakazi be because kyalabye kitaawe akola. So waliwo ebintu bye bakola nga we take them personally and we say it's because he doesn't love me, because he doesn't know any better. Osegeera waliwo omwana okukula n'okukuzibwa.
Okay. Kati oyo aba yakula bukuzi, right? Kati okukuzibwa yono nga maama we yali mu bulamu.
Okukuzibwa nga maama we ne taata we bali mu bulamu ate nga bakuwadde guidance mu bulamu. Kati abamu tukula bukuzi nnagalaale. Ng'ensi
yekukuza.
Okitegedde? So mulimu abasajja munnange nga yakuzibwa. Because nga bava mu family, nze nkugambye, I always look at marriages eziyita mu myaka 2. I always wondered, kiki ekikuuma marriages weziti? But then every time I thought, I trickled back to one thing. Ekigambo kiri patience.
Kubeera patient. Batugamba nga abakazi mwe mubeere patient. Omukazi
kiri patience. Because patience, bagamba weefule musiru. Nakikugambako. Okwefuula omusiru, it is emotional intelligence. It is not to make yourself stupid. nawe nakugamba nti weefule musiru naye sigalamu akasala ekkubo. Omusajja bw'ajja ng'ayina obusungu bwe nga tolina ky'omukoze temuyombye naye avudde eri alina attitude. Najja n'agikuteekako. Kati gwe bw'oreactinga ng'akutaddeko attitude ye. Gwe musiru. Because you've let a fool make you be a fool. Gwe bw'olaba ng'ayomba mutunuuli ogambe naye kati ono ne bwe tweyongerayo okuyomba kiki what is the point tekirina kiki kubanga oli ayinza okuva eri let's say for example ka side chick kamummye
kyebalagenda okugamba kamummye
najja naga kikazi gwe wena nkusanga oyambadde biddira wena to making naye ng'olina abaana bane ewaka ofumbye emmere olongoseza ennyumba akomyewo you just wakateeka abaana mu bubiriri you're just going to go and shower now weefuuleko sex. He hasn't seen all that but because he's crowded by his thoughts and his problems kasai stick kamumye oba Arsenal bagikubye oba
direganye
mulimu waliwo boy sometimes byonna kujja bimale ku gwe
so kati gwe
so your reaction to be very small weefule musiru gwe mulabe nga yeye musiru
so akuvume alekane abogole gwe
mutunuulire tali muntu anyenda kwatakinga muntu asirise ate abakazi tukikola nnyo nolaba omusajja zaatamidde ate omwereegamu kati gwe osobola okuyomba n'omuntu omutamiivu musobola okutuuka ku level of understanding yemu buli bw'olaba ng'oleeta emboozi eri omusajja oba ng'oleeta like a concern n'olaba nga takubazeemu magezi sirika because oluyombo tosobola lumalayo men are manipulators.
They are.
He will manipulate you into believing that he is right
and you're wrong.
And because for us we love and we don't want to break the relationship, he will gaslight you into believing that you are the one that is wrong even when you are not.
And I don't know why most men simanyi lwaki tebagala nnyo ku apologizinga ego nga alina kyeyakoze kyokka yeyakoze ne wrong n'akomawo as if nothing.
A man's biggest devil. Fena tulina ego, abakazi tulina ego, n'abasajja tulina ego, balina ego. But the man's biggest demon is his ego. A man can die for his ego. A man will lose a woman that he loves. A man will lose his children for his ego. What? It is the biggest devil they have because guess what? They don't know how to control it. They're such weak people. But then our women, we have ego, but we don't use it in most cases. Hello, mukazi gwosanga nkosa nnyo ego ye. She's a narcissist.
I know, right?
She is a narcissist. Omukazi nga ye tamanyi controlling her ego ye. They are narcissists because men are the narcissists.
Exactly, mostly they are.
Women, we know how to regulate ourselves and regulate our emotions. So what we want to kanga ekintu ekiteetaagisa kuteeka kumu muliro tokiteeka mu muliri wakirisirika.
I know.
Wakirisirika toyogera bw'anaasalawo okudda n'ayogera ng'obusungu bwe buvuddeko tolina kyogenda kwejjusa kubanga buli bw'oyogera ekintu ng'onyiize ojja kukyejjusa. Omusajja bw'alekera okwogera naawe nga mwayombye omanyi ky'osinga okulowoozaako oba nayogedde bubi wano oba namugambye wano because as women we're the first one to think that we did wrong even when the nigger did wrong.
Oba nkyaye
kati kitinze n'omuvuma you bastard arre oli musiru mbwaggwe akukiitinzeeko kati bw'anyiiga n'asalawo olagamba nti no kale kikazi kinkutte kati omanyi kyakola nga yeefuula akunyiigidde olw'engeri gy'oyogedde naye
ate n'anyiiga nnyo.
They get mad at your reaction more than what they did to trigger you. When you learn these people,
then notanko like in your head notanko kulowooza kakati wajja nze kati noonyese kanfune ssente wano kamugere akasati kamufumbire best dish ye
gamba kati waba kukiitinzeeko n'oyomba naye n'omuvuma n'asirika otandika okulowooza oba nze empale zennyambala si zennungi oba nfuneyo kasongo oba neeyeruseeko
okitegeera
oba nyambala ebbuti oba ngenda nkole bibina nogenda musimye n'olaba nga abakazi balaba ku Facebook balina amabina amanene ogamba nange nkola ebbina eddene oshegedde naye gwani akugambye nti ekizibu kye kiviira ku ggwe ebizibu by'abasajja byammwe tebiviira ku mmwe abasajja babeera n'ebizibu byabwe
nanoonya gwabidownloadingako
most times ignore that man you see
kati ate mu lusirika anti tugenda mu lusirika
kati bwe tugenda mu lusirika
nalina okuva mu lusirika
omusajja leka nkubulire alukozinze yalina okudda
ozise
kati gwonvumye nensalawo nsirike sigenda kunyega nenkujja buzzi ku ssimu nensirika kati nze nkukubye nkugambe naye bebi wanvumye wankubye essimu mu matu kati lwaki wankubye essimu I don't need to know why you hung up the phone on me. You gotta tell me, I'm sorry babe, I hung up the phone on you but I was feeling like this and this and this because I did not.
This goes back to being desperate.
Kugabe ne wobeera you're the most desperate, don't be desperate. Abakazi nabagamba ekintu kimu. Having an orgasm clears a lot of things. So, when I'm mad at my man or he's mad at me, I start thinking, what do I miss most that is making me irritated? Because you can love the man, but what makes you irritated when the physical touch is not there is that they're not there.
I know.
Because for me, that's my biggest problem. Me, I'm a physical touch kind of person. And now that my man is not here, I'm always irritated because I'm not getting sex.
I know, right?
I'm always moody and stuff. So I decided, I told you guys, pleasurize yourself. I have to pleasurize myself at least 3 times a week. Because it helps with your cortisol, with your dopamine.
Right? That
because
hormone,
let me tell you, not having sex will have you moody for days. Or you can have a sabat kubanga kusomera babakazi. Bite bafuna sex. Ngayinza okukuba ku matcha na sex azabuto kati
awonya
bw'oba tofuna sex mulungi you will be stressed.
I know.
So right now nze bw'oba onsalako if you're passing by me, pass me pola because I'm very agitated and irritated right now. I'm not getting any sex.
Right?
So I have to, I tell you one thing that's funny. Even when you please yourself, it is not the same.
I know. Because you know, now I love cuddling. Not sure there are men who don't want cuddling.
No, but it's not even when it comes to cuddling, it's not even about cuddling.
It's about what?
It is about the orgasm doesn't come one way.
I know, right?
It comes different ways.
True.
So the orgasm you do for yourself is on the clitoris. But the orgasm the man gives you is from deep inside the juicy part. And that one cannot be beaten.
Kisti,
But I'm not a hoe. I just love it with my man.
I just love it. I know, right?
No, if you're my man and I'm with you, I'm very sexually open because I love the act.
That is good.
It is a beautiful act where the society makes it feel like let's be embarrassed about it. Oh, we should only talk about it when it comes to having babies. No. Sex is a beautiful thing. It should be very enjoyable and you can even use it to manifest money to you.
Sex?
Oh, dear.
Manifest money?
Yes.
So when you're, for example, Joel ayina gweyebase naye omuwala, omuwala ayagala Joel asigale naye amulowoozeeko. But that moment after the climax, nga Joel agenze kunaaba oba nga yeebase, when you actually talk to your cookie, your girl, no, those things can happen if you believe in them. Nengamba impossible.
That's what I'm telling you. Manifesting is exactly that. Because what happens is when you reach a sexual orgasm, you enter a realm that you don't naturally. Have you ever felt the feeling of sex at any time when you're not having sex, when you're climaxing? Have you ever felt it in any way when you're not climaxing?
No.
Exactly. So when you're orgasming, you reach a part of your consciousness that you don't normally reach. And when you reach a deep part of your consciousness, you can manifest good things to you because it's such a good feeling.
It's a good feeling. Oh, yes, it's a good
And
feeling.
it is a frequency. And when you think about frequencies, when you have a good frequency, it creates a shigid.
Yep.
So when you're having sex with somebody, like there's a time that before Richard left, like we'll be having sex and I'll be thinking about us in Canada. And the bed in Canada, not in the bed here.
Not in Uganda.
But I'll be manifesting the bed out there. So like I try to make, because this is deep work. This is stuff that you have to research about and know how frequencies, energy, and manifestations work.
Yep.
Or shigid.
Yes.
So if you're not enjoying sex with your man, then I think your relationship with your man is definitely going to be rocky. Because as women, we are feelers. We are emotional. We have to feel, and in order to feel its emotions, or shegede. So Kati, if the man is there and giving me the right sex that I need.
Yep.
I might even forget about some of the problems we are having.
Right.
You know, some men, when they piss you off, they know they have to give you that makeup sex because it is beautiful. It's because you've decided, okay, I forgive him. But in a long distance relationship, that's where it's bad.
Long distance. How are you handling? Long distance relationship. So we don't get people. I hate it.
Awe nkugambira omuntu omublaminga ina buli omu abeera n'ebizibu bye bigenda mu maaso naye namba nina okuwako ekibulooka nkulaga nti nno munnange ddiya nange ndi muntu siri kyuma. Because when a man comes and piles all their traumas and all their emotional baggage on you, guess what? You suck it all in.
Yeah.
And you're taking it in.
Yeah.
And it is storing in your body.
In your body.
Very
true.
So abakazi tuyige obutestressinga nnyo bwe kituuka ku basajja.
Yeah.
Kubanga abasajja nabo bantu nga ffe. Ate oluusi tubeera ne high expectations
from these men.
I
think that's the number one reason as why most marriages or relationships don't last.
Having high expectations or even having expectations at all.
So
you can have
relationship with no expectations.
You can have expectations. But guess what? A man can show you that he can feel your expectations. But then what happens a year later when things change? Life changes. You can meet a man, ngakola 10 million a month this time. Then 3 years later or 2 years later, he's making 500 or not even making anything at all.
Anything at all.
You can't fault that man who promised you heaven on earth, and then maybe he gets an injury at work, and then he's not working anymore. And then you can't blame him because he's not providing.
Yeah.
He promised to, but guess what? This is life. Things happen.
Life happens.
And guess what?
He can't meet you.
Never say never.
Never say never.
I've said never many times, and they all backfired on me, the nevers.
Really?
Every single one of the nevers backfired on me because you can never say never until life happens. When life happens is when you know that you would never. After you've done it, that you said, first you say I'll never, but you say I'll never when it hasn't happened to you.
The moment you find yourself in some compromising situation.
This is life, dear.
I know.
This is life because life happens, my friend. Life happens.
And you have to survive.
And the only thing constant in life this is what I'm telling ladies, like, for you to understand, you have to know that the only constant thing in life is change. You might meet a man one day when they're in let's say for example, they're in a really needy time and they really need you.
Yeah.
And then you come up and you show up. And then they fall in love with you simply because of the need that they had.
True.
So now this man elevates. During, like, you're together, you pull him up. Then this man elevates. Yeah. If the love was not real,
he will leave you down there.
He will leave you and go find another person. Or shake it. Because he won't forget that he was in a needy time or he needed. You know what I mean?
They don't care.
So, pay attention so much to a person, how they treat you when they don't need you anymore.
How they treat you when they don't need you.
And this goes to men too. How you know that a woman wants you just for money.
For money.
See how she treats you when you don't have it. Because a lot of these women...
When you tell a man today... Yeah.
Njagala sente y'omusajja ebeerenga bonus gyendi. Okubeera nga tolina sente n'oyingira relationship oba oyingidde komera. Because n'omusajja waba talina habit eyo emanyiira oba efuga. Bw'atuuka ng'alaba ye yateekamu gwe toteekamu. Bimala ne bijja negani kana akakazi. Kawadde January to January. Tekanaba nakunzaalira baana. Kokalooza nti nno hakuchi is made out of golodi. Nze nfunira wa. Oshegedde. So women need to always know that if you don't have your own security and you're always predominantly dependent on a man, then you're in prison. Because omuntu yenna, you can never be dependent on another person. Whether it's emotionally, whether it's physically, whether it's monetary, don't. Because you're setting up yourself for a heartbreak. Dorini, omusajja ayinza kufa bufi. Ogenda mu faultinga because afudde. People will fault you. Yajje omusajja anti ngalo omusajja mugagga katubuya afudde katulaye wagenda
beerawo.
Bana abantu batusunga. Buli bwe tuteekayo relationship zaffe kyoba olina omumanyi. Mubeeramu bamalaya nga bagamba kabaake tukazina wano buli ddakiika. Oyo gwa postinze nabadde naye ekiro. Kati nze nataase n'okuyiga obutaddamu kupostinga musajja wange. Because ekintiisa not because one thing is because I am fearful of those bitches being there laughing at me because I think I have him alone. When the bitches are chewing him in silence and they can't tell you.
They could even be getting more than what you're getting.
They're laughing at you. Ate omusajja bw'abanga yali akupostinga ku status nga takyakupostinga alina batayagala kunyiza ku status ye.
Yep, ate banga balo possibility akupostinga nga abasobola omulaba yegwe maybe ne mukwano gwawe.
Nga bali abalaba blocking. Naye just know bw'abanga abadde akupostinga n'alekeraawo alina abalala balaba status ye bayagala okuimpressinga batayagala kunyiiza. Oshegedde kubanga bamugamba yegwe bikaseera oba postinga omukazi kimanyi n'omukazi naye naye tutukooya nze balekeraawo okumpostinga kikulimba
nga balaba batijja nnyo.
Naye it's okay.
We move.
Regardless, we move because even if they are there chewing him, he's still mine. Just imagine it.
Ochitegera.
Kanange nalekeda postinga kubanga birayo kabimalaya video binsekerera.
Begaba Faba muyina.
Bimalaya video binsekerera drafe tumulinako copy. Kanange nalekeda postinga.
Omanyi we learn every day.
Nalekeda postinga because sigandi nobusajja wo don't trusting. Ne munango ezobera nga bimalaya bikusekerera.
Omanyi these men are meant to lie.
No, they're not liars. It is part of the DNA.
Exactly, and they love to promise. Kati now, Robin, in my head, ndowooza wano. Musajja najja mu bulamu bwo nakupromisinga ebintu nga nawe olabira kati omanyi he has potential. Nakupromisinga mwaka gumu toyina ky'olaba katono nnyo mwaka gwokubiri katono nnyo. what would you do? Ate lusijukira oba omujjukizaako kwa ate wala obujjukiza nagamba why tunteka ku pressure. Oba mbijjukira nze
manipulators.
Mbijjukira I can't forget.
A man who does not keep his word ain't no man. He ain't shit.
He ain't shit. He's a woman.
If a man can't keep his word, he ain't shit. That's number one.
Right?
Like if you tell me you're going to call me after the party
and you don't.
And then you don't call me after the party.
Because you're busy.
And then the next morning, you don't even mention about why you didn't call me after the party. You ain't shit. You know what I mean? You ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
So, if a man can't keep his word, he ain't shit. He's a manipulator and he's a fucking liar.
He is. Men lie, man.
You know what I mean? And that's when I tell you that abachala mubere bagezi. My spice yagamba. I do fi do.
Yeah, I do fi do.
You know what I do fi do mean?
Cheating.
Chokola chenkola botankubira simu sikuba bo cheating ako nga cheating. Bo mpa sente nga nange nkuwa. I do fi do.
We are cheating like this guy, that artist, yali agala ku validating, you know, his thingy reason that's why men should naturally cheaters or why they should cheat and it's okay.
Yeah,
we are all human.
We're all human.
Rachel that no more cheating and then no kubera fine.
Rachel was orokuba or you know buwala bolaba ngesina baniga benda babalungi. Era wembanga siri na bani I'm not doing the niggas that I see are good looking is because I ain't no whore. And I'm getting some good dick over here. But the minute this good dick starts being bad dick,
you look for a
and disrespectful dick, and ain't shit for your word dick, then guess what? I'm not gonna look for some other dick to please myself because the money I got, the self-fulfillment, I can make myself love myself because I already do love myself.
Know, right?
So if it becomes disrespectful, you ain't keeping your word, you cheating on me.
I'm not there.
Nigga, please. Even a disabled girl gets dick.
Oh yeah, they do.
Omuchala aliyeyo totyanga nti notoliddamu funa.
Ojja funa. Nalabye obviously ya post omulalu.
Remember.
Omulala ali pregnant again.
Remember. Even older women, we see. I remember Mama Fina was in, I think was she in Sweden? Nga ba penge ba muri bubi, nga bona ba mukwatiride. Nengamba, even Mama Fina gets play.
I know.
Because she got here. Oh, she get the. I
think when I'm saying I cannot live or make it without you akumanyira.
Don't never tell omusajja omuntu yenna filmmaking omuntu yenna kulowooza nti no oba mukazi oba musajja ne waba filmmaking omuntu yenna eva to see nti no you are there beg and call.
Wale agambya o like wabweru n'agamba zimbe kati ngwenda ku myaka gye natuukako ne waba mukwano gwange ne tukeseranga tuhavize misana sana kati ate ngoyagala mpunkwegayirire mukunoonya. If we are going to go silent, let's go silent. Sigenda kunonya kwewozaako sijja kwenyonyolako. It is what it is. Maybe that is life. Waliwo oyagala olinoonya.
Nze sikyewuunya abantu bava mu bulamu bwange. Kasita ekintu kituukawo n'ova mu bulamu bwange oba something happens, I always believe it was meant to happen because nothing happens for no reason.
Exactly.
Because
I'm like, whatever.
You just ekisinga okubeera ekyamakulu kwewa mirembe.
Bana piece is expensive.
Leka nkubuulire. First of all, it's okay taking a time to kubagize family y'abamayanja. Ne family ya Nalongo Magi mukama amumuze mirembe.
Okay, that is mumanyi nnyo. But the snippets, of course, bamuandika kweda, but the snippets, manyi bana internet yerabira. Naye gambi ne bana mwe. So anyway, obadde bajjaje ngamba, she was a lover. Ekyo kinakiraba.
Maggie was a lover. Era nze ngenda kubuulira ekimu ku bisinze okutta Maggie. Heartbreak. Basajja.
Heartbreak?
Yeah. Leka nkubuulire.
Heartbreak.
Abakazi bagamba baddayo na
depression.
Nedda abakazi bagamba baddayo na
yeah baby, yeah.
Naye siko sauzi ng'obadde toli mu ddwaliro nga it's being managed then you abruptly just die.
Waloka video, I mean, ka audio ke na ulide.
Aka ebada ya grenade.
Vakoyo. That one is a look. Oh, no, like I think it was 5 years after Bambi the Eke had died. But over yadiaka wedezans this man I don't know what happened to me. Over I chose the wrong man. But now I felt so you just don't know. Changu teko ano nengamba. Sorry. Changu teko ano nengamba neiva naki. She's a lover. So she always pours into people that don't appreciate her efforts.
It's because
so I think at some point she was wondering, what is wrong with me? What
you see, and that's the problem we do as women. We always,
especially the lovers.
When you don't have full, deep love for yourself, you always attract broken men.
So you think, yeah, get into that.
Me, I'm thinking, they said she had sickle cells, right?
Yeah, there's that.
But if you have sickle cells and you're not in a hospital where it's failed and it's being managed, stress can come.
I know.
Chronic stress can come that will lead to your deterioration of sickle cell.
Yeah.
Because sickle cells means you're not getting the blood is not right. They have to keep on changing it.
Yeah, true.
And then there's people who are just anemic.
Yeah, true.
Anemic is also iron musayinga ochegeda. You always have to you need more iron in your blood.
True.
Waliwo abakyala okimanyi nti waliwo abakyala bafuna anemia nga it's an autoimmune disease. And autoimmune means omubiri gwe attackinga gwennyini ne gwerwaza. But do you know why that comes? It is all psychological because of chronic stress and issues that have been happening here where you give up about life. You give especially nina story je nawulidde simanyi oba ntuufu oba nedda. I remember there was a battle between her and Rabadaba.
Naye Rabadaba avuddeyo ng'agamba my friend, we even talked 2 weeks back.
They can be friends, but whatever happened between them was horrible because guess what? Okuta omusajja omututte ebweru.
Me mentally.
Okuta omusajja omututte ebweru.
Nakwefuulira.
Ne mutuuka n'okubeera mu ntalo. Nawulidde mbuno bamureporting olwokuba yali akola child benefit fraud.
Ate mbu not once, multiple times. I didn't understand.
Men are bad. Rabadaba. Simusonyiwa kwekyo omanyi lwaki?
Allegedly.
Nedda nze nkubuulira amazima.
Yabitwala biti but simanyi
amazima ge manyi nti no when you do an analysis.
There's
for Nalongo to end up being here in Uganda. Nze mbadde simanyi mbadde manya abana be bajja naye nga simanyi nti
nze nasemba mulaba ku gundi ya Justin Nammende. Yaliwo namulako ka snippet yawo ngali close era bona bali bambadde blue ate nako bakajene nga I remember seeing her. So oba yali ayingira nyumba was that housewarming?
Yeah, I think it was Namere's housewarming maybe.
So namulaba ka was manyi bambya zebuzi ajja kuddayo in my head because you always used to come and go, you know.
Nze nkubuulira birwa
nene mbadde simanyi.
Wala
I didn't know she's been here for some time.
Nze nawe mbadde manyi tali wano naye nze leka nkubuulire.
This life
Magi yafuna ebizibu era ndani ate nga bikwatagana ku benefit fraud kubanga mbu yaleeta wana abaana ate n'asigala ng'afuna ssente za benefit nga government temanyi nti abaana tebaliiyo
bena biwulidde
ate mbu ne bamuloopa simanyi oba Faizo ye yamuloopa naye mbu ne bamuloopa mbu yali agenda facing emyaka 5 benefit fraud kwe kuva e UK kati kitegeeza yavaayo nga teyeeyagalidde kuba abaana bo already baali wano.
So they even seize baba basizinga the funds bate bakyakuwa
ate baba bakyakuwa benefits ng'okoze fraud ate ng'abaana tebali mu UK. Kati leka nkubule n'ebizibu ebyo byonna byonna okutuukawo lwa kutrusting abasajja bano baana abasajja tuba trusting empola tubaagale yes kubanga abantu bakwagalwa naye kye tulina okumanya bali broken. Men are broken as much as we are broken, but they are more broken because they were wired to not deal with their emotions. Omusajja bw'ajja kuleeta emotions nga tamanyi emotions zitegeeza naye ng'azirina. N'azikusuulako gwe ng'olina ozisookinga ini. Naye nga tamanyi lwaki acting even because all the reactions are subconsciously. Akikola unconsciously just because it's stored in the body. Omusajja amala gakuba omukazi either alaba taata we ng'akuba oba akuze n'abasajja abakuba oba abasajja undermining naye anti era kyengugamba omusajja yenna low self esteem obanga ina balabye nti no bamulaze nti soke okuba omukazi.
Life can be unfair. I think it goes back again.
Because watukira okuba omuntu ayina emyaka gye gimu naawe.
Nga tuli bantu bakulu.
N'omukuba. Kati nange bwe ntuuka n'enkukuba. Tuli bantu bakulu okuba ekikola nange n'enkuba ekyate kubenze n'enkukanyuga eri bwe
mba n'enkulinda nga weebase n'enkuba.
Okitegedde. You have to have such a deep insecurity for you to come and beat a woman, because there's nothing a woman has to do or say to you to beat them. You're not their father. If they piss you off, walk away. But that's the reason why they don't walk away, because their emotional intelligence is kaput. So they will react the only way they feel how to. Hey, God, I feel better as a man. But you're not. So every man that beats a woman, those are some of the weakest men. They don't even have manpower down there. I promise you that.
I know. No komao mbwa komeo no mugayi mama lero ngoluddeyo. Chimu kibadde bulungi kumbunza gani. Yingo omanyira. Enye nyumba jo ina hiyo.
Mulekerawo babuza do fido. Do fido.
If you know them, I notice.
And because it's psychological, because they expect them to what they do for you not to do it. I do
so
fido.
For you, it's supposed to
if
be.
You show me that you're distant, I'm gonna get distant. If you show me that you love me, I will love you so much.
I know.
Because I have even extra to give. If you show me that you don't support my career, you don't support my shit, I won't support any of your shit.
We shall move on.
And if I see that the support is not there, then I will leave you completely, because why should I be there when you don't support my shit?
Right? Why?
Banange tubeerina abasajja batuwagala omusajja owoolaba ddala omwesibako gwesibitambula ogende. Oli mwana wa mukazi.
Ate okimanyi nti n'oba abantu omwesibako.
Please, baby, I beg you, don't leave me. Banange, I beg you. Dori no sanga nga ne begging omusajja kwata ekyambe. Nedda kwata kwasi kyambe onfumite. I give you permission to stab me and I die. Me begging him, I kneel down, no, baby.
What will I do without you?
Wakiri sigena nende mukazi monna. Sekulimba.
Rabirinde kada.
Mana fuse ndomusiyazi.
Never know these men. Era by the way, oli mutuufu. Mweyagale.
Goroza lwaki abawala bafuuka abasiyazi nga bakoya abasajja.
Okubamanyira ko bali bamanyira bana abasajja bamanyira.
Ate n'abakazi bamanyira. Kati simanyi bw'odeetenga mukazi monna. Maganyiza okakuba empi nfuuka naafuuka narcissist. Nyiza okakuba empi nga kazzemu pya.
Mbalaba ku social media.
Anyway, relationship, one thing we have to know is that studying each other and being aware in a relationship until when we're understanding ne munno n'omanya biki ebitriggeringa munno oba n'omanya traumas ze oba n'omanya ebintu ebimuyisa obi n'ebimusanyusa kasita obeerawo n'oyiga ebintu ebyo, you can live in a cordial
kind of like
relationship. And also, number one thing, don't date someone who is not your friend. Bananga bakazi ye mistake gye tusinga okukola banange omusajja olw'okuba just because alina ssente nga si mukwano gwo obwo bwangu obufumbo tosaba bufuna musanyu oba kuwangala nabo.
Kumanyi kye baŋŋamba mbu mulekeraawo okuloza tuno basajja mikwano gyammwe si mikwano gyammwe basajja bammwe bakama bammwe.
Anti abo bafuzi benkugamba bannasasist abafuzi. Omusajja si mukama wa mukazi.
I
want you guys to change that mentality. This is the thing. It is called a partnership. A partnership mu business. Kambuzo mwami ono. Mu business yo ng'ogitandise ng'olina partner mwenna mutaddemu ssente zezimu. Obeera mukozi wo oba yabeera mukozi wo. Tebubeera mukozi wa anybody, right? So, what makes you think that in the relationship, which is a partnership, uri bossy wange? No. Relationship works on mutual respect. Men want to be respected, but they don't want to respect women. He expects you to explain yourself in everything, but he doesn't want to explain anything
to you. Oh, yeah. That is very true.
That's why Spice said, I do fi do. Engeri jompisa munange jingino kwisa because femi tuli bantu.
Mirror energy. Nzesiba ngamba bantu mirror energy.
Expecting a respect wo mukazi wo. Jimuwe olabe bw'atagikuwe. Ng'oyagala love eri mukazi wo. Mulage love olabe bw'atagikulage. ng'oyagala freakiness eri mukazi wo akola obustudio wali mu bubiri mugambe by'oyagala oba obukole oba oleete buli bu sexy lingerie oba obuleete buli obuntuntu nga gwasomye omugambe baby tugezeeko kano ojja kulaba bw'ataafuuke freaky because omukazi she can only be as freaky as her husband naye mwagala n'ongwako missionary style 24/7 Monday to Friday we're on missionary.
To be okay with that.
Some of us want to doggy
right? Spontaneous.
So when you're with a friend, this is where I'm heading to. When you're with a friend, you can discuss things.
True.
Even the things that seem to be embarrassing.
You can actually discuss them.
Tewabeera woveelo nti sisobola kugamba musajja wange ti baby kankuvugemu nange.
You can even have you can even gossip, good gossip. All good gossip.
Nemugeya ku bantu ne museka. Friendship is key because ngawe nakugambye kyangu okusonyiwa mukwano gwo ng'akoze ensobi.
Yep.
There's unconditional love than someone gwogezezaako okulavinga obulavinzi. Relationships are not all about love and it will not be love all the time. In fact, okuyomba kwe kusinga namu because dealing with another person is something very difficult. Naye abantu ababiri bwe mubanga muli bamukwano nga muli willing okubeera each other's companion.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day it's about companionship.
True.
Because we tuva mu zino phases okubeera nga we infatuated of each other, our sex is great, then we get older, then the sex is not even there, then what is the foundation of this whole thing?
Relationship. So that's why you need a friend.
Yeah, I'd rather end up with a friend of mine who's going to see me getting older and they're going to be like, wow, I saw that woman when she was hot and she's still hot for me.
Still hot, right?
Or I believe in long-term, like I've always been in long-term relationships. I love long-term relationships simply because I like to choose my friend. I don't care if you have money. I don't care if you don't, because at the end of the day, we can make this money together.
We can.
I'm a very hard-working woman. And if I get you chances that you are hard, because again, ambition weziba tezikwatagana. Tetusobola kukwatagana. Bintu bibiri. Ambition ne samugudu wali wansi. Bwe nkugezaako ogusooka n'abeera nga tali satisfying mukwano.
Toddayo.
Omukwano guba gukomyawo ne woba ompadde motoka oba sente. Because again, that's what I'm saying. If I'm not enjoying the bedroom,
then what else?
There's no spice.
Right?
Because the rest of this thing is in birigo kuyomba, manyanga bichi, manyanga kusubmittinga, manyanga bichi, njagala wali waberenga wali.
Does much tegedze. Thank you so much, Robin. Omumanyi neddaluye.
Also njagala bagamba, check out my YouTube page. Nathan say. I have a YouTube.
I don't know.
And I'm
manyeri je watandika nokola episodes zalimeka and it was a good concept. No,
but it's still there. The page is still growing. It's called Kisti TV.
Kisti TV.
Yeah, and I've started a segment where we're talking about health.
That's nice.
Health hack.
Health hack.
Hack, yes.
Oh, so you're there telling us how to.
Yeah, I have a doctor that I'm going to be sitting with every week. Nga tubabuulira ku byobulamu because the nagenzo olaba nga ekyo ekintu kiri necessary abantu babulira. So I'm dealing with both mental health and physical health.
That's nice. Kisti TV.
So get a subscribe.
Aina nechatunda moringa.
Yes, we sell moringa. We sell separate. So I started a company called Rust Oils and Herbal.
Okay.
And we sell essential oils and herbal medicine. Right now, our major products that are really zitambulira ddala. Tulina moringa. Moringa batabumanyi ayambira ddala ku sukali, ayamba ku blood pressure, ayamba ku blood circulation. Bwogenda n'okebera ku internet. Benefits za moringa nyingi nnyo sola zikumalirayo. Ayamba ku brain boosting mu baana.
Wow.
Ayamba ku libido mu basajja.
Wow.
Okitegedde. Akola ebintu. Then tulina gwe bayita cypress. Cypress oyo kakomera. Olaba no Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Kakomera ako ddagala ly'amaanyi. Twateekamu kibayi ekikuta ky'amatooke nga kiri grilled for a powder. So it's very good for ulcers. Mu abalumizibwa ulcers.
Kikuyamba.
It is instant relief. Olinywa lidde ddagala nze basically gafuka amajaani gange nga nywanga amajaani ku chai.
Nice.
Bana abakyala arthritis. Olina alina arthritis. Tekutambula maanyi. Yes. Ennamba ey'okunoonyaako Rust Oils and Herbal 0744 046 613. Kyemmanyi bajja giteekawo ne wano wansi. So yeah, twejanjabe munna.
Twejanjabe, health is wealth, man.
Okimanyi nti nedda mu Bible abantu babeeranga balamu paka 500 years. Lwaki tetukyakikola?
Nze bansobera.
Lifestyle zaffe zaakyuka kati njagala tuzze abantu ku nnono.
Health is wealth. Carly, thank you.
Have you ever realized that there is a breast without a nipple? But without a nipple,